What if everything you believed about business optimization was actually backwards? Most entrepreneurs think that creating systems and processes kills creativity and innovation, but research on thousands of companies just prove the exact opposite. Optimization doesn't kill innovation, it creates it. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how, plus give you one simple action you can take today that will prove it. I'm Jamie White, and I work with business owners who resist building systems because they're afraid it'll make their business feel corporate, rigid, or soul-crushing. But here's what the research actually shows. The companies that optimize their operations are the ones that innovate the most. Today I'm breaking down the science behind why this works and giving you one small thing to do this week that will change how you see your business. Let's start with the study that flips everything on its head. Researchers in China used regression analysis to examine thousands of companies. They wanted to answer one question: does optimizing your business environment actually affect innovation? Here's what they found. Companies that optimize their business environment, their processes, systems, and decision-making frameworks experience sustainable innovation, not just one-time creative breakthroughs, but ongoing, compounding innovation. Here's the part that matters. They identified exactly how this works through three specific mechanisms. First, optimization reduces perceptions of uncertainty. Think about what uncertainty does to your brain. When you don't know if your marketing will work, if your team will follow through, or if your cash flow will hold up, you can't think creatively. You're in survival mode. But when you have systems, when you know the sales process converts at 30%, when you know your delivery process takes exactly 6 weeks, when you know your cash flow projections for the next quarter, suddenly your brain has space to innovate. You're not firefighting, you're building. The research proves it. Reduced uncertainty creates mental bandwidth for innovation. Second, optimization eases financial constraints. Here's what most people miss. Innovation requires investment. You need time, money, or resources to try new things. But when your business is inefficient, when you're wasting 20% of your budget on redundant processes, when you're spending 15 hours a week on tasks that could be automated, you don't have resources left to innovate. The study showed that optimized companies have more financial flexibility, not because they make more money initially, but because they stop bleeding money on inefficiency. And that freed up capital. It funds innovation, new offers, better tools, and strategic experiments. Optimization doesn't restrict your budget, it creates budget for what matters. Third, and this one surprised me, optimization attracts innovative talent. Think about it from a team member's perspective. Would you rather work for a company where everything is chaos, where you're constantly reinventing the wheel, where priorities change daily, where nobody knows what good looks like? Or would you rather work somewhere with clear systems, documented processes, and the freedom to innovate within a framework? The research shows that top talent, the innovative, creative people you actually want, are attracted to optimized environments because they know their ideas will actually get implemented instead of drowning in operational chaos. Optimization doesn't repel creative people, it attracts them. So here's what this research is really telling us. The reason you're not innovating isn't because you're too systematic. It's because you're not systematic enough. Every hour you spend reinventing your client onboarding is an hour you're not spending on creating a better offer. Every week you spend guessing at your numbers is a week you're not spending on strategic growth. Every month you spend managing chaos is a month you're not spending on innovation. IBM's research backs this up as well. In 2025, big data, AI, and machine learning have made optimization more accessible than ever. Companies that leverage these tools to create clarity are the ones pulling ahead. But here's the key. You don't need fancy software to start. You just need to start. So here's your one small action that will have a massive impact. Pick one repetitive process in your business. Just one. It could be how you onboard new clients, how you create content, how you send proposals, or how you run your team meetings. This week, document that process. Write down every single step, every email template, every decision point, and every tool that you use. That's it. Just document one process. Here's what will happen. First, you'll realize how much time you're wasting by not having it written down. Second, you'll spot inefficiencies you've never noticed. And third, you'll free up mental space because you're not holding that process in your head anymore. And lastly, fourth, and this is the big one, you'll create your first optimization, your first system, your first step towards the kind of business that has room to innovate. The research on process standardization from 2010 proved this, that companies that standardize even one core process saw measurable performance improvements, not eventually, but immediately. If you want to go deeper on this, if you're ready to build a business that has room to breathe, room to grow, and room to innovate, I've created a free guide that walks you through my complete 7-step framework. It's called the 7-step scaling system, and it shows you exactly how to optimize your business without losing your soul. Click the link in the description to download it free. Inside, you'll get templates, worksheets, and the exact process I use with clients to turn chaos into clarity. And if you document that one process this week, send me a DM or drop a comment. I really want to hear what you discovered. Remember, optimization doesn't kill innovation. It creates the space for innovation to happen. The most creative companies aren't the most chaotic. They're the most clear. If this shifted your perspective, hit the subscribe button for more research-backed strategies on building a business that actually works. I'll see you in the next one.